All right, I'm back. So right here I have a test of the comparison view. I was able to go to the discovery view and search with Claude 4 for trending stocks um, from social media this week, I think it was. And it came back with EV, AMC, and NVIDIA. So um, off camera, I ended up uh, doing some work on this some more, and I wanted to make these analysis a little bit more stringent. So um, what I ended up creating was this more intricate level of scoring system. So there's actually a way to see this, what they're calling transparent scoring. Um, so what I mean by that is you can now set these scoring weights when it analyzes the comparisons based on performance, fundamentals, momentum, risk, and value. So those are your parameters for when you're actually scoring the comparison results. So um, that just adds another layer of comprehensiveness to this. So yeah, so we have some nice, UI stylings of the output of the comparison metrics. Um, these are the three right here. And then I wanted to test it with a little bit of chat functionality because we have the ability to chat over here. So I just I basically copy and pasted this back into the chat and said, explain this more so I understand. So at that point, it responded with a quantitative analysis, what the score means. So overall score was 68 out of 100. NVIDIA ranks highest among the three stocks. It gave the performance breakdown, the fundamentals, momentum, risk, value, basically the same parameters in the weights. And then it gives you a nice summary conclusion sentence. So after that, I wanted to test it and see if I could get another comparison of two stocks uh, in the same chat. And it came out. Yeah. So I did do AM and do NVIDIA versus AMD. So um, it came back NVIDIA again. And then I did some changes of the scoring weights. And this is where it kind of got off the road a little bit. So I don't think it's actually changing it because I think this is actually output from the API um, parameter settings for the route.ts that does the AI call. So on the flip side, though, the state of the scoring metrics on the front end is being saved because I did change these up and down. So yeah, I think off camera later I'll fix that. But that was something that I kind of liked, and that just kind of brings everybody up to speed. So today I wanted to work on the analysis view, and really I wanted to do so like obviously the winner is in video, so we'll go here. So now we're in the analysis zone, and to be honest, there isn't a whole lot I want to change about this. Um, I think I want to just have a chat interface like we do, and through a couple hours of testing this thing yesterday and coming up with the scoring solution and uh, realizing the inefficiency and not constraining the chats, it really throws it off if you're just going to start asking kind of loose questions. Like for example, I would test something like where is AMD based out of and what year did they start, and historical type, give me the story basically. And once I started getting into more um, outside the scope of the compare conversation at least, it started to kind of unravel. So I think I think since I'm building this for myself, I'm okay with having these things have quite a bit of walls around them in terms of what they're going to answer and respond about. So on the flip side, that kind of gives me um, a new use case for this global chat. And the more I think about this, I think what would be cool is if, say, you did want to ask some kind of general question, um, you would have this other option to converse over here. Um, and I almost think I want to, I'm definitely going to have the assistant over here be able to have context awareness of the entire state of the chat going from wherever they are. But I also wonder if it'd be cool to kind of replicate cursor, how like we can come here and add files, right? So, like blah, blah, blah. We can add these files into this chat here. I was thinking like, what if you could come here and just like pop in, the discovery and the compare summaries, so to speak, for more context awareness scoping into this global chat. That way you could ask something like, you know, what's some other stocks I could do based on this research here? And it would have more of a global understanding here, or maybe, what is the P&E ratio mean right here or whatever. So um, yeah, just another layer of chatability, I guess, for more global conversations. Um, so that'll be yet to come. And then I think I want to put Vappy in there too, so then you can literally just talk to it. I think that would be pretty fun. So for today, though, I just want to see if we can keep it simple and basically add a way to make this more of a traditional chat GPT look and feel for the analysis zone, very similar to how we did the other two. So we have compare, we have search zone. Let me see what other routes we have. Search, okay, so we just need the analysis route. That one will take, hold on, let's see what we have. Analyze, that's what we want. And then we're gonna need that. We're gonna need quite a bit, I think. Um, okay, and then the analysis zone, okay. I want to, like, this is so cringe, but it kind of works. I want to chat GPT defy the analysis zone view like we did for the search and compare zones. Start with that. All right, let's see what we get. I'm hoping at this point it can do the same treatment pretty seamlessly. Similar to search zone, okay. Persistent chat, analysis type tabs, okay. Okay. Symbol detection, follow-up questions, okay. Let's see what we get. I want to look at the follow-up question objects here. This is where we're doing our fetch, okay. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Technical, comprehensive, fundamental. That's cool. Okay. Where? Hold on, I want to see what. Okay. So it didn't update the analysis route.ts. Let's at least look at this. It didn't break anything, so um, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so now we got to start at the beginning. Oh wait, no, this is analysis. Okay, cool. Huh. Yeah, so that's right. The whole purpose is this of this. Are these all the same? No. Good. Okay, so based on, oh, it's the quick actions that's bumping the flex. Okay, so cool. Actually, let's see. Fundamental. Okay. Huh. So do I need to have a chart already in here? Give me a chart for NVDA. Maybe. So cool. Okay. We are off to the races. This looks nice. Let's test the chart patterns. Okay. Cool. It's a little obnoxious looking, but I'll take it. I mean, some of this is really obnoxious looking. It's very purple. But I mean, it still kind of passes like the e-reader accessibility standards to me. Um, but whatever. I'm, we're definitely not in the picking out colors stage yet. Okay, we have an ascending triangle and a doji. I've been looking at this thing all day. So yeah, cool. Let's see. Yeah, what does that do? Let's see if it'll actually answer our question about the charts. Hmm. So the chart is, let's see if God, hold on. Or we'll just read it. I was going to compare it with ChatGPT, but I don't feel like it. Okay, so currently trading higher lows. Let's see if this is. Okay. Currently, so this is. Let's just try one more. This is a pretty simple answer. I mean, I guess it's already in there right there. And yeah, okay, so, huh. Screw it. Let's just see what happens if we throw it all in there. This is a test of the chat, I just did in the analysis zone view. It is rendering a chart every time. You need to fix and scope the follow-up questions better. The chat should only be able to speak on the current chart data. No, let's keep it, we'll keep it more general for now. Okay. Okay. It's really close. Like, it's really cool. It's kind of just redoing the same information. Secondary support at 155. Support secondary level 2 at 155. Well, at least it's tracking from the looks of it. All right, let's see what we get. Well, let's do that. Why would you not? Where's zones analysis? Okay. Update the API. We need that too. Why would you do that? Did you get that one? Okay. Okay. Follow-up patterns. Here we go. Yeah, that's one of the things where you get stuck in the fork in the road here is trying to decipher between a follow-up pattern and when we need to actually have a symbol request. That makes sense. Get analysis. Okay. Where are we at? Okay. Analysis on request, response. Okay. Follow-up patterns are in there. Okay. There's our prompt. Or no, that's our reference variable. This is the prompt. Eventually, this doesn't need to be at 4. We'll create another layer that decides whether or not to use a cheaper model. Or I was just thinking about having a way for me just to click which model I want so I can just save my money Even though the tests I did yesterday, and I spent like 4 or 5 hours coding and testing this thing yesterday, I only spent a couple dollars. So, okay, cool. This is the actual prompt. So let's take a look. Should that be stock data? Is that not defined anywhere though? Yeah, that doesn't gonna work. They need to define stock data in the interface. I mean, is it a string? It's definitely gonna have numbers in it too. Stock data true, stock data unknown. Oh wait, that wasn't right. This is what we want. Chat message. Chat message response. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, but where's this defined? Stock data there. Do we have? Oh, we don't have stock data up there. So this is what we needed. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's see what we get. We still need to do this again. What's this? Yeah, trying to figure out how to index trigger sentences and phrases and words and or enhance patterns. Trying to figure out how to break those apart. That's tricky. I mean, to make it really strict, we just take out the chat and you're only allowed to use quick action buttons. I don't know. I think it's capable to understand what we want. Okay, let's see what we get. Back to analysis zone. That worked. Okay, so removed any types. Okay, improve the patterns. Better regex patterns. API integration. Process the follow-ups. Okay. Okay, so we should get some console logs. That's good. Okay, let's give this a shot. Give us the old hard reset analysis. Analyze. Let's do. Here, I have one right here. OXLC. Okay. Okay. So I don't have to actually say, give me the chart. I can say, just analyze. Okay. Cool. We have a huge analysis at the end there. Okay. So checking for follow-up, analyze, recent messages count, has recent analysis, false. Okay. Let's ask a follow-up question. Summarize that for me in a way shorter analysis response text only. Okay. Okay. Cool. That helped. Okay, and we got things are grooving over here too. That's super cool. Okay. Oxford Lane Capital, CLO. Okay. Currently trading at 362. Is that true? Yeah. Okay. Just hit the chart patterns on this. Okay. Cool. This is still there. Tell me. Oh, wait. What the chart patterns. I mean, I guess it already tells me what the chart patterns mean. I don't know why I need to be so redundant. Yeah. Yeah, so we've reached a point where I am the person I'm making this for. So I'm going to start um, treating this where the axioms are of such that as long as I'm getting what I need out of these responses, I don't need to lower the standard for what patterns of reiteration to get understanding is for somebody else. So if this is getting what I need out of it, then it's fine. So I do want to check some more of these. Yeah, let's try that. So, okay, that's where it was. Fundamental. This is cool. Let's see how well it does on a couple of these. Let's start with one of each. So, let's just do technical. Okay, we'll just do this. I don't know. Let's start with one at a time. Key risks. Okay. Very cool. Okay, so let's go to the next quick action. See what this tells us. That's pretty straightforward. Cool. Descending triangle. Critical resistance. RSI locally oversold. Okay, I think $4 level represents the major overhead resistance that needs to break for any meaningful recovery. Yeah. Okay, this thing's tracking pretty well. Okay, let's go to fundamental and see what we get. I love it. Keeping it simple. Okay, so it printed the, interesting. Is it undervalued or overvalued? It printed the chart again. Current metrics. Okay, well, it gave us that. Hmm, that's cool. I almost don't mind that it gave me the chart again because now I don't have to scroll way all the way up again. So pretty sweet. Okay, so then we can come here and go create trading strategy. And then we can do aggressive. Let's do a swing trade and see what we can do. All right. So if we entry at 355, the current support level, second entry dip 50% is the other entry on dip. The risk management is a stop loss when it gets to 333. We target at $4.16 with a max risk of 5 grand. Position size would be the amount of $62,000. That doesn't make sense. Um, okay. Risk reward. Some of that I would have to check. Um, okay. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. Um, so at this point we can now search, pretty freely in the discovery. We can then take the search results and bring it over to the compare, or we can just compare out the gate. From there, we can also transfer the results here into analysis, and then we can take it and do our analysis on our chain of event results, or we can just analyze a stock out the gate if we just choose to. So we got two more zones left to do, and then we can see what else there is to be done, which is quite a bit. There's a lot of things that need to be very fine-tuned in terms of making this more usable. Um, and then hopefully in the next month or two, we can get this modeling good a pretty good tool to use for due diligence and um, and making trades and testing and simulating trades. So that's where some of this portfolio positions, history, and analytics will come in. So right now, the phase one portion of things is basically just the due diligence side of um, the work. So yeah, come a long way. This thing's pretty cool. And the more I play with it, the more I forget that I built it because I'm actually kind of spending a lot of time messing with it and having fun. So yeah, I think that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.